Success doesn't respond to intentions. It doesn't answer prayers, dreams, or desperate energy. It doesn't care how much you want it, or how long you've been waiting for it. Success is indifferent to emotion. It listens to one thing only: proof. And proof isn't loud. It's quiet. It's built in early mornings, lonely nights, and in the boring middle chapters no one wants to read. Success is the reward not of talent or timing, but of repetition, of identity, of becoming someone so consistent, so committed, and so real that the world has no choice but to adjust to you. This is about becoming undeniable, not to others, but to yourself. Because once you are no longer willing to tolerate your own excuses, everything changes. Most people never reach this level, not because they're incapable, but because they're too focused on external validation. They wait for a sign, a spark, or someone to tell them they're on the right path. But if you're waiting to feel ready, you'll never begin. Because readiness isn't a feeling, it's a decision. The people who become impossible to ignore are the ones who stopped performing for the crowd and started preparing for the calling. They understand that being good isn't enough. You have to be consistent. You have to show up every single day with the same energy, even when no one is cheering. Especially then. Here's the truth. Talent gets you in the room, but your habits decide if you stay. You can be the most gifted person in the world. If you don't follow through, none of it matters. Your results aren't determined by your potential. They're determined by your proof of work. You need a standard so high that even on your worst day, you don't fall below it. You need to build a version of yourself that doesn't rely on energy or mood or praise. A version of yourself that simply does the work. Because that's just who you are now. This is what it means to be the kind of person success cannot ignore. And to get there, you don't need luck. You need process. You need systems. You need the kind of structure that removes willpower from the equation. Here are 3 powerful methods to move from potential to proof and make your success non-negotiable. Method 1. The 1-hour rule. Set aside 1 uninterrupted hour a day for self-development, a non-negotiable block of time. This is not about intensity, it's about consistency. It can be reading, building a project, learning a skill, refining your craft, whatever moves your life forward. This is the hour where you prove to yourself that your future matters more than your comfort. Most people let the day happen to them. You don't. You design your day. You protect this hour like your life depends on it, because it does. When you give an hour a day to the person you're becoming, you start to trust yourself. And that trust compounds into self-respect, clarity, and momentum. Method 2. Engineer your environment. Discipline doesn't come from grit, it comes from design. Willpower is temporary. Environment is permanent. The fastest way to change your behavior is to change what surrounds you. That means removing friction. That means setting things up before your emotions have a chance to get in the way. Lay your clothes out the night before. Put your phone in another room. Block the apps. Set your tools in place. Curate the people in your space. Surround yourself with energy that reflects where you're going, not where you've been. When your environment reflects your goals become easier to reach. Method 3. Relentless tracking of one thing. Don't try to change everything at once. That's where people burn out. Instead, pick one measurable behavior and track it every single day. It could be time spent writing, workouts completed, calories tracked, pages read, dollars saved, whatever supports your identity. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is evidence. Tracking forces awareness. It turns vague effort into visible growth. And when you start stacking days, Your belief builds with it. Because you're no longer guessing, you have receipts. Most people drift through life with hope and guesswork. But you build with data and discipline. You want to be unshakable? Then you have to earn it. Not by shouting, not by manifesting, but by building a track record you can't argue with. This process will be uncomfortable. It will be repetitive. And that's the point. Repetition is the portal to mastery. Boredom is a test. Consistency is your edge. You don't need to be the best. You need to be the one who keeps showing up. The one who doesn't negotiate with weakness. The one who doesn't flinch at hard work. The one who builds identity through action. Eventually, success won't be able to look past you because you've become obvious, a force, a presence. Not because you screamed louder, but because you moved longer. Let others chase hacks and shortcuts. You build rhythm. You build durability. You build internal proof. Every single time you choose structure over chaos, you're casting a vote for the future you. Every time you follow through, even when it's hard, you're becoming someone worth believing in. Stop performing for attention. Start preparing for alignment. Build a reputation with yourself so strong that even doubt doesn't question you. Success can ignore the loud. It can ignore the desperate. It can ignore the lucky. But it can't ignore the prepared. It can't ignore the consistent. It can't ignore the one who shows up again and again until the world adjusts. That can be you, but only if you build the proof.